YouTube's worst predator has returned. EDP445.
Subscriber YouTuber EDP445
That's crazy.
was caught in a predator sting operation, a moment that became one of the most infamous incidents in YouTube history.
Classic.
During the confrontation, he famously claimed he was there to pick up a cupcake.
Oh, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
A line that instantly became a meme and cemented his online downfall. In the aftermath, EDP lost everything. He
Stop showing your face. Just show
became a
the
laughing
shape.
stock overnight.
Did you see the trailer for the new interview? Yeah.
And
DDP.
for many
It's coming out in like August 10.
people, the face of
Somewhere
online
like
predators
that.
on YouTube. One of many. Most people in
He's
that
out of
position
farming.
would disappear from the public
Might
eye,
be like
try to
8
rebuild
up
their
there,
lives
but-
in public, and be grateful they avoided prison. EDP chose a different path.
He was unhinged. He was like, oh, I don't care. She was like 16. I don't care.
From attempting comebacks on obscure platforms, to issuing an apology and then quickly
He didn't
walking
even
it
apologize,
back,
he
to
just
repeatedly
rage-baited
finding
people.
himself in similar situations and getting exposed all over again. EDP has become a textbook example
Was on
of
CD.
someone hitting rock bottom and somehow continuing to dig deeper. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're going to cover the many failed attempts at a comeback from EDP.
You like this internet anarchist guy? He has an editor, he has like a scriptwriter, and he just reads it.
As
There's
well
no
as
way
what
he does
he's
it
been up
alone.
to recently. If you enjoy these types of videos, make sure to subscribe. With that being said, let's get right into the video. It's hard to imagine someone that hasn't at least heard of EDP, but I suppose it's a remote
Like,
possibility.
weekly, it's
For those of you
crazy.
that are uninformed, EDP, short for Eat Dat 445, exploded in the 2010s through loud rants about the Philadelphia
Right.
Eagles, alongside his love for poop and goo. Probably his most famous rant that you will most likely recognize is his Good Evening Twitter video.
Good evening, Twitter. This is your boy, Eat That 445, and about like 30 to 45 minutes ago,
I beat the shit.
out of my so god hard that I can't even feel my left leg. My left leg has went totally numb, and
There's no way you can do that.
my has also went totally numb to the point to where it feels weird when I go and take a piss.
Videos like I flooded the toilet at Chipotle and best beat your to spread far beyond his core audience. His fans saw him as a walking meme before the term was even overused. As his audience
He's
grew, so did the
lower
attention.
cow.
He even crossed paths with Tyler the Creator. By the late 2010s, EDP had become one of YouTube's most recognizable personalities, despite
Really?
never really changing his formula. Looking back though, there were
Never heard
warning
of him.
signs that many viewers dismissed as part of the character. His content was often hyper, and his behavior could be
I only
erratic.
heard of him because of the minor incident.
In a 2020
got
live
some
stream, he
minors.
even suggested that if he were president, relationships between adults and minors should be legal.
Video called "The Laws That I Would Enforce If I Were President of the United States," and one of those laws are, this is going to be hella controversial.
those
One of
tunnels.
those laws are,
50,
if
50,
you're
50.
under the age of 18 and you're a chick, and you get with a guy that's over the age of 18, it's consensual, dog.
At the time, comments like these were
come
often
on,
brushed
dog.
aside as another example of EDP saying outrageous things for attention. Then the allegations started. Private messages allegedly involving EDP began circulating online. YouTuber Cold Raven released evidence and later ran a series of
Yeah, you
videos
can just make a fake
documenting
account and act like you are like 15.
interactions using an underage decoy with him. EDP responded with defensive videos of his own, including one
Decoy.
that reportedly blamed underage girls for seeking attention. Instead of making the accusations disappear, the responses only drew more scrutiny, and everything came crashing down in April 2021. A predator hunting group led by Alex Rosen, then operating
Predator
under the
hunter.
Predator Approaches brand, conducted a sting operation using a decoy posing as a year-old girl named Sophie. According to the released chat logs,
she
EDP
looks young.
exchanged dozens of messages containing explicit content before agreeing to meet her in person. The meeting took place in a parking lot in Bakersfield, California. When confronted on camera, EDP admitted he was there to meet the girl, but repeatedly tried to explain himself. During the exchange, he
Please
claimed he had
clarify.
only come to get a cupcake.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
That single line instantly became one of the most infamous memes in YouTube history. The confrontation video spread
He wants his
everywhere.
cupcake.
Most notably, Charlie, aka Most Critical, would cover this situation, and his initial coverage
this is
would blow this
crazy.
up into the mainstream. Currently, his first video has 22 million views. This truly was a cultural moment for anyone that had any remote interest in commentary on YouTube. Hell, even people that had zero interest had at least heard about it a little bit. Those who followed him for years watched in disbelief as one of the platform's biggest personalities unraveled in real time. EDP immediately privatized his videos and effectively disappeared from the internet overnight. YouTube
Privating all your videos, it doesn't do anything. Well,
permanently terminated
you don't achieve
both
anything.
his channels and backup accounts. Alex Rosen's channel was also removed the same day. Law enforcement opened an investigation, but no criminal charges were
You shouldn't
ever filed,
disable it.
and critics
Found the ad
argued
money.
that the vigilante nature of the operation severely damaged any potential case. As a result, EDP walked away without prosecution, though the court of public opinion had already delivered its verdict. Chris Hansen, famous for To Catch a
Classic.
Predator, publicly offered EDP a chance to sit down and explain his side of the story. EDP considered the interview more than once, but ultimately declined. Most people assumed that after being caught in one of the most public internet scandals of the decade, EDP would disappear for good.
He looks like
Instead,
Hero.
he did the exact opposite. Within days of the confrontation video going viral, he was already talking about a comeback. Rather than addressing the allegations head-on, EDP
Didn't
uploaded
he do it
videos to
again?
Facebook announcing that he was moving his content to a personal website. He insisted
He
that
got, like,
the
caught
EDP
back to
movement
back.
wasn't over and framed himself as someone who had been unfairly targeted.
It was cracking with it. It's your boy, and eat that 445. So,
I
just
read
want to let
that
you guys
name.
know, man, EDP445.com is coming soon. Been about like a week, maybe 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna have a fucking website up and fucking popping and shit, you know. That's where I'm gonna be posting all of my new videos and shit, over there up on the website. You know what I mean? Continuing to fucking eat that movement, letting ass motherfuckers
The
feel it,
movement.
and straight whipping our fucking cocks out and pissing all over motherfuckers. You feel me? So with that being said, man, EDP445.com. It's coming fucking soon. This website is gonna be fucking crack-a-lacking. Fuck you know about that bull.
To many viewers,
Is fucking Lakari just being
it was
cringe?
surreal. One of the biggest scandals in YouTube history had just unfolded, and his first instinct seemed to be figuring
this
out
site
how to
doesn't
stay online.
exist.
That would become a recurring pattern. Every time
It's
a platform
something
removed him, he
Turkish or
immediately looked for another one.
whatever.
He tried Vimeo, and the account was quickly suspended. So then he created a new YouTube channel called The Notorious EDP. Before it was terminated, he uploaded videos showing off his firearms collection and talking about his situation.
Gun
The channel
collection.
was removed almost immediately. He made a backup account and that got removed too. He moved to 3Speak and that account disappeared once moderators became aware of who he was. At one point, he even attempted a political stunt, filing paperwork to run as a replacement candidate during California's gubernatorial recall election. The campaign went nowhere and he never appeared on the ballot, but it reinforced the growing perception that EDP was willing to try absolutely
cool, you
anything to
girls.
stay relevant. While he was desperately hopping between platforms, his personal life was reportedly falling apart. His income had largely vanished, sponsorships were gone, his
Of
YouTube
course, if you
career
have
was
no
over,
channel.
and according to accounts from the time, he bounced between jobs in trucking and fast food, but struggled to keep steady employment because people kept recognizing him. Even a brief attempt to drive for Lyft reportedly ended after passengers identified him and complaints followed.
That's
The internet
crazy.
had effectively turned him into radioactive material. Any company associated with him risked immediate backlash. As the situation worsened, EDP eventually left Bakersfield and relocated to the Las Vegas area. Around the same period, he even filed paperwork attempting to legally
You don't have money and you move to LA.
change his
That's
name.
smart.
The change never actually went through, but many saw it as another sign of his deteriorating mental state. By 2022, he was running out of mainstream options. With YouTube, Twitter, and most major platforms closed off to him, he migrated to Bigo Live. The move didn't exactly revive his career. Most streams were flooded with trolls, critics, and people mocking
fuck
him.
is Bigo
Instead of
Live?
rebuilding a loyal audience, he became something of a spectacle to throw peanuts at.
Why did you come to Big O?
What Big O?
This app.
Oh, you mean Bigo? Oh,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like, you can find some bad on here too, bro. You can find some bad
EDP is a battle. That guy's name
Listen, man.
has
I'm
been
cool
kicked out of by administrator H.
on that bullshit.
So you don't want you want kids?
Block him. He's gone. Get him out.
You bad, you big ass. Just don't make that shit the fuck up. You peanut head ass. But you like touching on little kids. You want a cupcake? You want a cupcake?
Oh, cupcake.
You nasty big ass. You better touch me next.
Around the same time, he managed to find an audience on TikTok. Unlike YouTube, where the cupcake incident was impossible to escape, TikTok's younger user base seemed far less familiar with his history. By focusing
And he fits better with younger people,
heavily
apparently.
on football content, especially around the Super Bowl, EDP quietly rebuilt a following that grew into the hundreds of thousands. For the first time since the sting, it looked like he might actually
keeps
pull off a
rebuilding
comeback.
his
To
platform
prevent
out of
criticism
nowhere.
from dominating his posts, he frequently disabled comments. Even then, many viewers were shocked that someone whose reputation had been so thoroughly destroyed could regain any audience at all. His biggest project during this period was launching his own website. The logic was simple. If every platform kept banning him, he would create a space where nobody could
They're gonna
remove him.
DDoS the
The
site.
site allowed him to upload content directly to his audience without relying on YouTube or social media companies. Using an older account, EDP quietly returned to YouTube and rapidly gained roughly 20,000 subscribers in just a couple weeks. It was proof that despite everything, a portion of his audience was still willing to support him.
Yeah, I
the
guess.
comeback lasted about 2 weeks before YouTube terminated the channel for ban
His
evasion.
old viewer
Following his permanent
ship kept following him.
TikTok ban
every
in early
time.
2023, EDP retreated from the mainstream platforms and shifted his focus to his personal website, even going as far as to sell off personal possessions, including his YouTube play buttons. Not long
Holy.
afterward, he
Imagine buying it.
attempted to rewrite the narrative surrounding the 2021 Predator sting by claiming the entire incident had been a setup and that his responses during the confrontation were merely part of an audition for a movie role. The supposed interview supporting his claims
Surely
was
it's not that
exposed
much
as
to buy
fake,
it.
relying on a
He
text-to-speech
might sell it for like $1,000.
voice impersonating Barack Obama, and an online poll he created to gauge public support for his innocence received just 13 favorable votes out of more than 4,200 responses before it was quietly deleted.
He had his business card attached to the email.
Okay, and that was shortly
Obama.
after the movie, maybe next year or so. You put kind of 2 and 2 together, and everything aligned to this actually being an opportunity for you.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so Chet emails you and tells you to meet him at the apartment complex. I'm sorry, maybe I'm not understanding.
Well, again, you know, the original
Obama.
meetup spot was at the Rite Aid.
In what f***ing solar system would someone be so stupid as to get a random email from someone claiming to be a movie producer who just reached out to you with a cold call saying, hey, your performance in this documentary was superb, spectacular stuff. Come meet me at a Rite Aid where I'm going to have you play a predator.
As the year progressed,
Please clarify. He just sits there.
he made another effort
Yeah. That's a big
to repair
problem.
his public image by releasing what he described as an official apology and speaking about
It's very
redemption.
good aim.
The statement, however, focused almost entirely on
Aiming
the
for
impact the
the
controversy
minors.
had on his friends and family, rather than on the people he had targeted. He avoided directly addressing the sting operation, the allegations against him, or the emails he had previously
my
claimed
God.
would prove he was set up.
Yeah, I just wanted to come on here
and you know, offer this apology.
The breeder. Every time you talk, there's a 5% chance the breeder comes.
Video.
The breeder. Imminent.
To my friends, to my family.
It's coming.
Many viewed the video as an attempt to rebuild his online presence rather than a genuine act of accountability, a perception that only grew stronger when he walked back the apology entirely just weeks later.
He has a peanut face like Europe.
If you thought EDP was done allegedly trying to meet up with minors, then you're in for a big surprise. Before the end of the year, YouTuber Gideon would release a video catching EDP again in the act of allegedly trying to meet up with a 15-year-old this time. In it, Gideon dresses up as a cupcake in reference to the viral meme, and EDP seems to be having none of it.
We didn't get to say much to Bryant. We just walked into his appointment as I expected. Well, Bryant, I just want to know, why do you think we're here? If you could guess, Bryant, why do you think we're here?
By 2024,
Yes.
EDP's website briefly disappeared after he stopped paying the Shopify fees, though it later returned. Around the same time, photos surfaced showing him with Boogie2988 during the
Holy the admins. Boogie and EDP.
filming of a documentary by filmmaker Mike Klum that focused on the controversies and
This guy, he's gonna have the documentary soon.
allegations surrounding him. The project immediately sparked debate over whether documenting his story amounted to giving him an
It's interesting that he kind of gets like another like spotlight or like almost a second chance with this.
deserved platform. Okay, so tired of the questions, so gonna answer them all as best I can here, without breaking in.
But after the Boogie documentary, I guess he made kind of a comeback, but I didn't really hear about him.
DA. Yes, this is me and EDP445. Yes, it's real. This is a film set for a Mike Klum documentary. No.
Oh, so we are gonna see this scene when they just talk next to food. It's actually a little cow. Live.
We weren't hanging out, we were filming a doc in this photo. Yes, we discussed the horrible shit he has done in the past. No, it won't be on my channel. No, it's not a fluff piece designed to make him look good, you doofuses. The doc will likely drop by summer on the Mike Klum channel. Yes,
Leaked.
I knew the optics of this and how people would accuse me of PDF.
We can guess who is gonna be the next guy. It could be another lol cow. Pirates Software would be interesting too. If he's not narcissist and he would accept it.
But I am not a PDF, so I don't care. Yes, I was compensated for travel and expenses.
He's not a PDF. Boogie is like 45 years old and he has like a 20-year-old girlfriend.
To be in this thing. The documentary still has yet to be released, so
He's
it's
still
safe to
in the
say that
documentary
whatever he
and
said in
you see that some stuff might not be right with her. So it's like
this interview was bad enough to be never shown the light of
pretty
day.
weird.
EDP's most significant comeback effort emerged later that year.
she might have some parental issues or whatever.
When he revealed a YouTube channel he had quietly created long before making it public. The channel cycled through several identities, including the OG 445, Big Cheese, Eat That
Big Cheese.
445, and eventually the infamous EDP. Once he began uploading regularly, he framed himself as a victim of YouTube's enforcement actions and used that narrative to
He's
attract
Big
an audience.
Cheese.
The strategy proved to be more successful than any of his previous attempts, with the channel gaining thousands of subscribers in a matter of days, and eventually growing it into the tens of thousands.
It has to be like he has like a secret Discord and he advertises it there, or it has to be something.
making it his most successful return since his original downfall. As the channel gained momentum, EDP released a video titled "Mistakes Were Made," presenting it as a statement of accountability. Yet, within moments, it became clear that the video was not an apology in any meaningful sense.
He
insisted he did not owe
revenue.
the public an emotional display of remorse, argued that any responsibility he had was limited to friends and family, and ultimately shifted the blame towards the minors involved in the allegations against him. You heard that right. He blames the minors for being at fault for messaging him.
I also feel minors
I didn't know she was 15.
for messaging adults. You feel me? Having a very malicious
You feel me?
intent
You smell me?
behind their messages. Let's not make the video then. Oh, you need to take accountability and responsibility. You need to cam up and address your fans.
He got used.
The only people that I need to address are my friends and my family members that I hurt deeply by my actions.
By 2025, the majority of EDP's online career had largely turned into a game of whack-a-mole. Every time one account disappeared, another would appear in its place, usually only lasting a short time before being removed as well. One of the more notable
every time he makes an account, he cannot get monetized. Like, it takes like a few months to get monetized, surely.
developments came when he joined Cameo, offering personalized videos ranging
Like,
from
at least 2 months you have to upload, and then like YouTube approves it.
Messages and insults to life advice for a fee. The move immediately drew criticism from drama channels and viewers who argued that people should not be financially supporting him. Despite numerous reports, Cameo ultimately stated that it found no reason to take action, allowing his account to remain active still to this day. Around the same period, his most successful comeback channel, the infamous EDP, finally came to an end, after surviving for roughly 7 months, far longer
7 months.
than any of his previous attempts. The moment it was terminated, he launched another channel under the familiar EDP name. That account lasted less than a week before it was removed as well. You get the idea.
I mean, he just records like a 15-minute video, yaps about some random shit and uploads it.
The pattern continued for the rest of the year. A steady stream of burner accounts appeared and vanished almost as quickly, each struggling to gain any meaningful audience. By the end of 2025, his remaining online presence had shrunk dramatically. His active channel reportedly had fewer than 2,000 subscribers, and most uploads were drawing
4 minutes, 8 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Only a few
Ban an IP.
thousand viewers. The final video associated with that period was reportedly uploaded in late October
but it's YouTube
and centered
support.
on an
They
unusually
cannot.
personal story involving a self-inflicted injury. Yet even
YouTube support and working? No.
after years of bans, failed comeback attempts, and
They'd
repeated
rather just send you an
controversies,
automated
2026 would
message
prove that
that
EDP
they cannot do
had no
anything.
intention of disappearing from the internet. At the start of 2026, EDP returned to YouTube once again and tried a
You message
strategy
YouTube support, they just send you 1 out of the 10 replies and that's it. They don't have
already
you.
tested on
Why would
TikTok,
they?
strictly sticking to football content. He announced that he was going to keep everything family friendly from that point forward,
Just make an
which is
excuse.
a pretty wild statement coming from someone with his history. The crazy part is that it actually seems to be working. After posting on an alternate channel and getting banned yet again, EDP somehow managed to appeal one of his old
It's better if
channels and get
YouTube
it
remakes the UI once again, because they have to remake the UI every year. That's what we want.
reinstated. That's right, YouTube brought back his old school EDP channel, and he's still
Wow.
uploading to it today. In fact, as of writing this,
He got back his banned channel. I have a channel banned, but I cannot get it back.
he posted a new
How did he
video
get back
just
the account?
yesterday. Looking at the channel now, most of the content is just sports commentary, along with the occasional clip of him showing off his guns and trying to come across as a tough guy. The biggest question is how he
Hey, I have one channel. If I would get back, I could save like 20 videos at least.
managed to get reinstated in the first place.
Bunch of
The
I
leading
had like
theory
20
is
videos.
that YouTube's newer moderation systems simply don't recognize who he is. From the algorithm's perspective, it sees a channel
really
posting
remember
football
what
videos
was
and
uploaded.
following the rules, so it doesn't flag anything as a problem. Personally, I recently experienced the opposite problem, where my second channel,
I had a bunch of old streams that I could re-upload.
I compiled my own videos, was flagged for impersonating myself. This was due to YouTube implementing new AI systems that decide whether channels can exist or not. So it's entirely possible that YouTube's new AI system, that has been extremely controversial for demonetizing real creators, has accidentally just allowed EDP to now exist again on the platform. Obviously, this isn't exactly how you'd want to end it.
I feel like this is bullshit, because they say like they delete your channel and it's gone. They cannot recover it.
The video about
Time Back Machine.
someone who has
I doubt Time Back Machine
serious
works.
allegations involving minors. In the past, EDP always seemed to be lying low while his
Might have
situation
checked it
continued
already.
to spiral. So it's frustrating to see him somehow pull off a major win. After spending so much time researching him, the best comparison I can make is that
What
he's
was
like
my
a
name
cockroach.
on my
No matter
bank
how many
account?
times he gets knocked down, he always finds a way to stick around. He'll endure just about any amount of humiliation
Maybe
if
this.
it means staying relevant and continuing to make money online. And honestly, the logic makes sense. It's
I would
hard
be
to
surprised
imagine
if
him
I
holding a
can even
normal
find
job,
a
because the
screenshot.
moment people recognize who he is, his past would likely follow him. As a result, the internet is pretty much the only way he can continue to make a living. That's why it's so frustrating to see his Cameo account and now his YouTube channel.
Somewhere I saw my old account name. It like appeared for a bit.
Still active. Whether you agree with me or not, I think most people can agree that someone with his history probably shouldn't have a platform online. Yet somehow he continues to slip through the cracks. Maybe it's because enough time has passed that these platforms no longer see it as a priority. Maybe they simply don't care. And maybe Critical needs to make another video talking about him so people are aware that he's still active. Either way, perhaps bringing more attention to it will push YouTube and Cameo to take another look at the situation. So, if you can, drop a like on the video, leave a comment for engagement, and share it with someone you know. Whether anything actually changes or not remains to be seen. But for now, EDP will likely keep doing what he's always done, creating new accounts, finding new platforms, and making money anywhere that allows him to stay online. If you want to hear about more YouTube, click the video on screen.